very technical list, Jen. We're back to us. We'll start race 7 again. We were talking about Winks.
Winks, and that's right. No, so when I came to Sydney, well, just before I came to Sydney, Kingston Town was in his prime.
But I love Kingston Town.
Oh, I loathed Kingston Town, you know, and he's such a great horse. Like, he's the best horse I've ever seen.
Me too. But I always loved him. But as I've got older and miserable and awful and, you know, and don't care about many things.
Careless even.
Yeah, I hate Winks. I hate Black Caviar. I hate good horses, but why do I? Is it because in the modern world, back at the old days, Kingston Town, you get the 4 to 7 and you could have 140 on to win 80, whereas now, if it's not $1.12, it's $1.10, you just can't back them? Is that what it is?
I never thought I'd see horses at these prices, you know.
Maybe
anyway, Winks hasn't really got
the media, and they spruik all these horses so dramatically, which turns you against them even more.
Yeah, but there's still punters prepared to take, like, the, you know, when Caviar was running, you know, they were there taking the $1.10 and the $1.08.
10,000 onto an $800. They loved it. How do you do it?
Anyway, Winks, I think she's won her last 9.
How good is she?
And you know, she won her first up race in the autumn from gate 1. This is a lot easier for her from gate 4.
Well, if you are a $2,000 or $3,000 punter, this is a race you've got to get Mounting Yard Mail, because if you're going to, well, I charge for Mounting Yard Mail, you want to make sure Winks is right, don't you? Like, I suppose it's a wins anyway. But
so the only question for me is that Lucia Valentino does resume off a, like,
lovely win.
You know, a
Freezman.
gobsmacking win.
Yeah. I suppose she's the main danger. Big deal. We're not telling you anything. My numbers were 6 on top and 7 will clearly run second. And for little trifecta players, obviously there's a few horses in the barrier trialling. I thought maybe Hartnell or Vanbrugh could run third in front of Rebel Dane, who is Rebel Life with me.
Gordo?
Yeah, no opinion on the race.
Another 33 for Gordo.
Beauty.
What do you say on the race?
Oh, well, maybe
I'm saying 6 to beat 7, right? So
Yeah,
moral exacta.
Moral exacta.
But is there a price to back Winks at? Maybe that's what people want to know.
2's on.
$1.50?
Yeah. I could take 2's on. Well, I probably couldn't. But
I'll probably still lay it.
I'll probably still lay it.
Moving on to the toy show for mares, and haven't we got some informed mares in this race? So the Waller trained L. Lou is $4.60, Dixie Blossoms resuming is $4.60, Pioneering is $5, Heavens Above resuming $8, Pearl's resuming $8, out to Knit and Pearl, winner on that bog 2 weeks ago at $15, 16 bar. I had the Hawks resumer here going forward, Sataya. Frill Seeking should get forward tomorrow despite being ridden off the speed the other day. Pioneering not far away and Knit and Pearl not far away. It's a bit of a steady pace scenario.
Yeah, it's a bit bad. Gord, are you starting or what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'll go.
Are you another $33, no bet?
No, I'm quite interested in one here with
He'll
a bit
send
of
you
a question mark with some reservations. I'm interested in number 1, Heavens Above.
Terrific horse.
I sort of, I mean, you know, it comes off Group 1 Queen of the Turfs into this field, which none of these horses have proved to that kind of level. You've got a booking of H. Bowman. I know H. Bowman's probably got off Pioneering because of the weight, but
there's a lot to
Tim
like
Martin,
about
just a bit of a tricky stable too. So
Well, have a look at it. Just take the Winona runs out. You know, the first 3 were the first 3 or first 4 runs last campaign were all Winona.
yeah, right.
And then you know she was close.
She goes to England, beats Roaring to win. She beats All Cerise Allegria with Wreath on her, then England on her again, comes second to Vigara, and then comes second to Ascadelia with Ty England. That is fantastic.
this horse will be the finish. What price is it?
$8. Good price.
Good price, fair price.
I'll just say one little sort of negative that I look for, which is with Pioneering. I know you've gone from Hugh Bowman to Tommy Barry, which they're both good jockeys, but I don't like when your winning form is with one particular jockey and something changes. So I'll try to be against horses like that. Although the horse is obviously a mare who's flying, which is always scary, but I'll have to be against it tomorrow at the price. It's probably shortish, is it?
It's $5. Dixie Blossoms is a horse I have a good opinion of, but she seems quite well found here in a deep race.
Ronnie a bit poo-poo too? Hasn't trained. When's the last time Ronnie Quinton tried to win it? The thing that won the Group 1? Cool.
You're not, well, yeah.
What was it called again? The thing that it died, didn't it?
Peeping.
But it died? Yeah, I care that it died. No, he hasn't tried to win it since.
Yeah, but you wouldn't remember if you trained a winner.
Maybe I'm right. Maybe you're right.
Well, Mark, this is what we ask you for, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I really like this horse tomorrow. I thought it had a really, really good chance, and I think every show we've done, I've potted to you, but Frill Seeking's top pick here, isn't it?
Hang on, I tipped that to you last start.
And I told you it's legless.
It's got a chance.
It's got a good chance tomorrow. Back to the 1300 tomorrow. A little A. Adkins with no claim. I love it. I love an apprentice with no claim. Fucking love it. Don't you? I'm tipping Frill Seeking on top here to beat Heavens Above, who just stands out, especially at this distance with no trial. I reckon Timmy's been getting plenty of work into this horse. And for third, the old boring looking El Lou has trialled since and is absolutely flying.
She's got a great chance, hasn't she?
Got a good
It's a perfect race for her.
Good, sets up well for her.
Yeah, she's where I went, and it's a delicious betting race. This.
Yeah, it's plenty of
You know, I think Pearls is too well found at $8 first up, but I know it ended up running 5-4 in the last run of last campaign. But Jesus, she didn't win in that campaign. So there it is. There you have the toy show. And we come to the nightcap, 1,000-metre race.
I love when you say nightcap. I don't know why. I've always liked it.
That always twigs my interest as well.
The
Like when you
nightcap.
said it,
It's like we're going to the pub or something.
I know.
I
I
know.
thought he was implying it was boring.
It's an American term for the last race, obviously.
The nightcap. I love it.
And the market is dense at the top here. It's Haptic, $3.10. Southern Legend, unbeaten for Lesbridge, $3.60. And next pick is Felines, $11. Rose of Man, $12. And 16 Bar.
It's an interesting little race. It's interesting, and there's no one gets 1,000-metre races more wrong in Sydney than fucking me. I'm so consistent.
They're a land unto themselves.
They're a hard race to work out.
They are a different genre.
They are different. And the designated leaders are Freeze the Chargers here. We've got Freeze the Chargers, who finally gets Kathy off and goes to Jake Holland, who jumps out of the barrier on every fucking runner and wants to go back. So it's just like, that makes it even more delicious. Jake Holland is, if he's not the best rails hugging rider I've ever seen, he's the most bravest boy, and he's so willing
when he actually could sometimes just put his blinker on and win the race. But he still goes for the rails run. And gets frustrated sometimes.
He loves painting the paint. He's unbelievable.
He wants that, what a great ride, which you only get taking gaps.
But he's still very brave.
I'd rather
remember him on
play.
it was Rock Sturdy, wasn't it? The horse of Joe Price, way back before Rock Sturdy did anything.
Yeah.
And he was up the inside there at Canterbury, run like just.
That's right. Yeah. But he tries to get runs this big. He's so brave. I don't know how he does it. He's a freak. Mark, what are you doing? $33 for you?
No. It's 1,000 metres. I've got to be having an opinion in 1,000 metres.
Right, go on.
I penned every horse except 3, which are reasonably obvious, which is Feline, Southern Legend, and Haptic. Feline.
Hang on, did you get past number 3 in this race?
Well,
Is that instant form? Oh, what are the top 3? Oh, yeah, I don't mind them. Okay.
Well, I don't care about weight, so I tend to find things up the top of the order quite often. Obviously, Felines we were talking about 1,000-metre form. It's just a 1,000-metre freak, particularly. That's just done on stats, but looking closely, I think 2 or 3 are the superior horses to 1, so I'm going to be interested in one of those 2, depending on how the betting goes tomorrow. Haptic's trial, where it came second to Time the Roses, was a lovely trial. It was well held, typical O'Shea. Yet again, O'Shea fresh, coming to the right time of the season. I think it'll be doing something. And Southern Legend, well, you did nothing wrong last preps, 3 decent wins, comes back here, might be a horse with ability, but I'd say my top pick will be 3 Haptic from 2 Southern Legend.
1,000-metre races, they present themselves as, this looks a lovely race for Haptic, but there's snipers in 1,000-metre races. It's just, it's all hurly-burly, hustle-bustle.
Yeah.
If Haptic was resuming at 1,100, the field size would be half, and you'd know that he'd just get the PR. So I can see the appeal in Haptic, but
I'm just saying 1 of 2 or 3 are just that much better than the others.
You're saying the top 3 are the better horses?
Well, I think Feline.
I'm crossing the 1. I'm just saying 2 or 3 are one of them is going to be a good
they're the
horse,
best horses.
one of those
But
will win.
what I'm saying is the 1,000-metre is not a race for the best horse.
I agree with that.
That like 1,200 metres is the race for the best horse. 1,000 metres is Lux of Fortune. You get the Miss Wicked Wonder because she's just there.
Yeah, she is there. There she is.
And
what are your numbers, Mark?
11 Rose of Man. She's charged at the line her 2 runs back. 2 Southern Legend, 3 Haptic, 1 Felines. What about Glenbourne Dame? Bloody 7 days back up from Melbourne, blinkers back on. What's going on, John Thompson?
What's going on? I'm not going to have any selections in the last race. I'm going to leave it to Manny. I'm out. I'm just quickly looking at Mark's sheets here because every week I want to give you 2 or 3 little dicky birds. You guys keep talking. Well, wait, yeah.
What are we going to talk
as
about?
far as no, yeah, okay. Well,
We're going to give the punters our best bet. All right, straight away on an each way basis. Race 3, number 2, High Tech. It's only $26. We're going to give you that one.
Glenn, all good. It's good stuff, Glenn. You know, people are tuning in just to hear this
Ome
stuff.
Swords are moral for the favourite punters, even though you'll probably be banging on me because I think it's moral, but I'll be laying it. No, I like it. I think the play tomorrow from the punter show is High Tech each way.
My two that I'm particularly interested in is Taj Mahal in race 4 and also Heavens Above in race 8.
Great tips. Mark, you got something for the punters?
Well, I have to go a staying race because, you know, it's only 1 out of 2 in the staying races, so someone's got to provide something. Richard of York, race 2, number 3.
Different form. All right, well, that's the previous show. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on Monday morning for the
RAND.
The RAND. There'll be plenty to talk about, especially those racing awards last night. They look like a lot of fun. And bye.